it's Mandy from the Leather Quill shop. I wanted to show you guys some of the new leather quills that we have that were just listed on the website, and some leather quills that I think just need a little bit of extra love. Sometimes when I post pictures online, it's like the leather is so delicious, but online, like, it just looks like another leather cover. Does that make sense? So I wanted to show you guys them, maybe give a little bit more of a description on them, description of the leather, some of the characteristics, some of their cool characteristics. And then I wanted to show you guys something really neat that I've been playing with a little bit. I'm not going to turn into a sign maker or anything like that, but I've been playing with my silhouette a little bit. And I made Brett one of these signs, and I liked him so much that I was like, these would kind of make cool gifts. So I made a couple for friends and family, and then I had a couple extra, because I had extra wood, honestly, that I decided to list in the shop. So let me show them to you. I love the color purple. It's always one of my favorite colors. Oddly enough, I don't really wear a lot of purple or use a lot of purple, but I like the color purple. And this paint color is so going in my craft room upstairs after we just painted this. But I made these little signs. This one's 4.5 inches wide. This one's 5 inches wide. Hashtag Mandy can't measure when she uses a saw. But they say, hocus pocus, I need coffee to focus. And these are actually made from reclaimed lumber that I got. So they are painted all the way around. When I used to work in an office and I had a little cubicle when I first started out, I actually would put signs like this as decor all the time. And when I got my first like big girl office, then I had shelves to decorate. So when I made Brett his sign, Brett's is like triple the size of this, I was thinking some of these would be really cute for like office gifts or for coworker gifts. And I love this saying. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm thinking about changing it up to where it says hocus pocus, I need Mountain Dew to focus. I'm trying to give up Mountain Dew, but it's really hard. So I have 2 of them here. They're on the website. Everything will be linked down below too, but these are on the website. The lettering is vinyl. These are not painted on. Again, I was just playing with my silhouette and I thought these came out super cute, so, and I had a little bit of extra wood. So those little beauties, are on the website as well. So I want to show you guys some of the new leather quills that we posted here in the last couple days, and then some leather quills that have been posted for over the last couple weeks. I did a terrible job of marketing the shop the last couple weeks because we've been just busy doing other things, but I do have a few that I did list on the website, and I think they just need a little bit of extra love. The first one is this standard leather quill. Now, this, if you look at it, you're gonna be like, that's a garret. You're totally right, it is a garret. When we made this, I'll be honest, the strap was not in the correct place. So when we put the garret pen closure, it didn't work that well. So rather than just scrapping it, I said to Brett, I'm like, well, why don't we put just an elastic closure on it? And for those who like the garret detail, but I mean, some people don't really care for the pen closure, and that's totally cool. So we put just elastic around it. Now this one is hand dyed, so you can see all the variations. All of them will be stamped with our logo, by the way. Sometimes I forget when I'm in a hurry to take photos and stuff. So, and you can tell, like, this guy is very flexible, very pliable for a veg tan leather. If you hear banging in the background, Brett is working. So that's what he looks like. He's on the website. I'm not gonna say prices on these because honestly, I don't remember off the top of my head. But they'll all be linked below, and I will link them in order of how I show them on this video, just for ease. So the next thing I have, this is one that's been on our website for a little bit. We make faith binders, and they can be used for many different things. They can be used for Bible study, journaling. I know people who actually use the loose leaf Bibles, and they put their Bibles in these. There's so many uses for them. What we do, though, is when we were doing custom orders, you could pick what book you wanted and like the font and the leather and all that stuff. Right now, like I said, we're kind of focusing more on ready to ship stuff. So this one says Faith, and this is all branded into the leather by Brett. So this is not with a laser or anything like that. He does all of this by hand. So that's what it looks like. It has a spine on it. This spine is also a veg tan that is hand dyed and hand waxed. So it has like a really cool rustic look. And then this leather right here is a mahogany Brady, which you guys know is like one of my favorite leathers ever. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out, I'm filming on my phone right now. I can't find the little clip that goes to my camera that hooks to my tripod. So I'm filming on my phone, and I keep wanting to look here when I need to look here or here. It's just weird. So if my eyes are all over the place, I'm sorry. But this one is on the website. This one's up there for $79.95. Again, it is a half size or half letter size 3-ring binder. The next face binder I have is a little bit of a different style and a little bit of a different leather. This one, this cross you see in the middle is tooled into the leather. So that is all done by hand, and it's also hand dyed and hand waxed. So I hope this is picking up on all of that really cool detail that you see in it. Now, this outer leather is strictly just a utility leather. It's sealed, so you don't have to worry about water spots or anything like that. It is on the firmer side. It is very much in the Brady family. And then the interior is actually copper 6 rings. So this is also half sheet size or A5. The rings I want to say are 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. Go ahead and double check that listing before you take my word for it though. But this one's up on the website for $79.95 also. I actually thought about gifting this one to our pastor at church, but I made him a TN cover instead. When we went to our deacons meeting on Sunday, it was hysterical because he brought out his leather notebook cover and he was like all proud of it. And I look and he has, well, like 2 super thick notebooks in there. And he was so proud that he has stuffed this that much. And after the meeting, I was like, how much do you have in there? And he's like, isn't that awesome? I was like, yeah, kind of is. Kind of want to do it myself. I don't know what the notebooks were, but they were super thick, A5 size. Yeah. I was like, I am impressed. I've converted him to a traveler's notebook fan. This beauty is one of our new ones, and you're gonna like pass out when you see the spines on these. They are so cool. Oh, I just showed it to you. They are so cool. Brett outdid himself with these. So this exterior leather that you're seeing is very soft. It's a crazy horse. So it's on the thinner side, you can kind of see. Saying that though, it is on the thinner side, however, it does hold its shape. This spine piece here is a veg tan, and this is hand dyed and hand waxed, and then Brett stitches it so you can kind of see both sides of it. When it's open, which, you know, if your notebook's open, you're not going to see the back, but it looks like this. So it has such a really cool kind of detail to it. This is like so steampunk to me because I love steampunk, you guys know that? So it's kind of awesome. And I included white elastic in it. This is an A5 and it is 4 strings. This hand waxing that he does on these, it just gives us such like a nice like rustic old look. This crazy horse will scratch a little bit, but I mean, that's part of the charm of it. This beauty is a narrow for my narrow fans. If you've been around the Leather Quill shop for a long time, you know we have 2 different sizes that technically are for standard TNs. We have a narrow, and then we have our standard. We've been a maker for a really long time, and when we started our notebook covers, our standard size fit Moleskine 5-inch wide books, so Moleskine Kahirs. When everybody kind of went on the Midori craze, we called that size a narrow. So narrow size fits 4.5-inch wide books. This is a narrow. Yeah, this is a narrow. And the exterior leather is an oil dyed, similar to like a Kodiak or a Crazy Horse. It will show distressing, it will show scratching. It's this beautiful kind of deep tannish olive, I would say. And it does have a pull up, you can see there on the spine. And then this front pocket is a jade heartbreaker leather. So, you can see how deep the pocket is. This one is on the website for $49.95. So this one's been up there for a little bit. I think it's beautiful. I love it. But I think when people see it online, like it doesn't give you that kind of pizzazz like it does on the video where you can see how beautiful the variation is and everything. Love it. This is another fella that's been around for a little bit. He's an A5. We released our blue bag leather at the beginning of the year and it sold out like immediately, so we ordered a little bit more. What we ordered was it, like that's all that's left of the hides. So Tannery's no longer making them for some reason. I don't know why, because the hides are gorgeous, but they said that not enough makers love the leather like we did, so we bought what was left of the lot. And I will say, like, we don't have any more of the leather left. The leather has been made into other things, maybe a quarter of a hide. But so this is made out of the blue bag leather, which in this video I have a feeling, because I'm like so directly in front of the light, it's gonna look probably a little black, but it's definitely a blue. It's like a royal deep blue color, and it has a mesa front pocket with the blue stitching. Now the blue bag leather, for those of you guys who have not ordered one or not seen one, it is a very soft oil dye. It is very pliable. It has a sealer on it, so you don't really have to worry about water spots or stains or anything like that. But if you like the thinner leathers that are definitely more pliable, this would be it. And you want a color, honestly. And then it has that mesa front pocket. This one's on the website for $59.95. But again, like, this is it for the blue bag leather. So if it's been on your list, you might want to check that off. The next one I have is probably, I have two favorite B6s of this moment, and this is one of them. So our ranch leather is delicious. It's an oil dye with pebbling and just amazing. It's like anything I've ever wanted in a leather, ranch leather is. It has that rustic look. We get brands with it. We get a little bit of distressing. It's fabulous. And in the back of this thing, oh, check that out. I wish Brett would have made this the front. Whatever. He put little just decor. These aren't pockets or anything. These are just decor. And this is made out of mesa leather. So it's that beautiful waxed leather. And check out the bug bites on this spine. You see those? So amazing. I love them. The other B6, I'll show you that one so they're together so you guys can decide which one you like. If these were an A5, I would be keeping them, or keeping this one at least. So this is another ranch, but check out that front. So gorgeous. It is just so beautiful. Like, seriously. The texture. I like it. I like it a lot. And then it has the mesa details on the side. Now the spine has a few bug bites, not like the other one. Still beautiful though. I mean, I'd still keep it. But I forgot to say on the other one and this one, they have a rear pocket only. So they have a rear, and the pocket's made from the ranch leather. So this one's up on the website for $49.95. The other one is too. The difference between these two, aside from like just the hide differences, is this one has white stitching or white elastic, and this one has brown. So this is another beauty that we've had for a little bit. He is an A5 XL. So our XL sizes hold 6 average size inserts of that particular size. I've seen people with A5 XLs put 3 hardcover bullet journals in these, and there is still a little bit of room to spare. So this guy is made from our wild smoke leather, which is wild bill, just gray. Honestly, that's the biggest difference. So it's beautiful. And this pocket design, I don't even know what leather this is on the inside. I think it's just like a utility leather. But, so it has the front pocket, but you get the cool natural edge of the wild smoke here. And then, oh, you know what? This is the ruby red leather that we got that was like the mahogany color that we didn't end up using. Beautiful though. So it has that front slip pocket right there. And then you got your 6 bands on the inside. This one is on the website for $59.95. If you like Wild Bill, or you like a wax stuff dyed that has a waxed crust, this wild smoke leather is gorgeous. So this beauty is a new one. that you probably haven't seen yet on the website. It's made from a Crazy Horse leather. Now, we generalize a Crazy Horse leather as a leather that is a wax leather, which means it shows distressing and marks and characters and things like this. So this is a Crazy Horse leather, this part here. And then you'll see Brett did hand-dyed veg tan pieces in the corners just to give a little accent. And then a gorgeous waxed spine. Now, this one doesn't have any interior pockets. The website, I want to say this one's like $49.95, I think, but double check the listing. I honestly don't remember, and I don't have a tag in it yet. So that's what this one looks like. This one, it reminds me, it's like taking me back to like my Santa Fe, my time in Santa Fe and Albuquerque. It looks just very kind of rustic and very Southwest inspired. This little cutie, this little pocket guy, he's made out of a yellow bag leather. This is an aniline dye, or an aniline tan, which means it does have a sealer on it. So if you don't like that seal feel, if you like kind of a more soft, I mean texture, like soft in the hand, that's not this. This is still feels soft, like the leather is soft, but you do feel that sealer on it. This fella has a wild smoke front pocket that has a hole in it, and he's stitched with black elastic. He's just a little cute guy. He's a little pocket size, perfect for field notes. So this is another new one, and this one is just beautiful. This guy is probably going to be the only one that we make of this style, and I'll tell you why. This leather here is a deep, like mahogany brown. It's not a mahogany Brady, it's just a mahogany oil dye. So it's very soft in the hands. But it does have a sealed finish to it, but it's still very, very, very soft. Now, what we're probably not going to do in the future is, if you notice on the spine, see he did the detail. When I open it up, he did a purple heartbreaker and then put the spine piece on top. So it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, but it's definitely for somebody who likes a firmer cover. So if that's you, this is a standard, and I love the purple stitching on it, and I love the purple heartbreaker. So this guy's up on the website. So this is another B6, and it is a green bag leather, so it's like a green aniline dye. Again, you don't have to worry about water spots or anything with the green leather or with the bag leathers. And then the front pocket is a mesa. Now with this pocket, it is more like a tuck pocket than it is where it's stitched here. So it's more of a tuck pocket than it is like a slide pocket, if that makes sense. Now I have a couple more Gibbs Garretts, and this Crazy Horse leather we call the Gibbs because if you guys saw an NCIS just before the season finale, Gibbs had a traveler's notebook, which I know is not the first time the Gibbs have been shown with a traveler's notebook, but it's the first time like I noticed Gibbs having a traveler's notebook. And when I saw it, I thought of this leather because we had it in stock. So we called it the Gibbs leather. And we made some Gibbs Garretts. Now this is a standard. So in the Gibbs Garretts, you can kind of see that this is the pen closure. So you slide the pen through the loops, just like that. And holds it shut. These are gunmetal rivets, also by the way. And then the interior has 4 bands. So he's up on the website. And then I also have this B6 that has a closure on the bottom. So if you are not into like the pen closures, I mean you still have to obviously have to close it with a pen, but you have this secondary closer here. So the last one I have is the last new one actually. This one is made out of ranch leather, which you guys can see how beautiful it is. I love ranch leather, it's one of my favorites. I love that tan color and that texture. Oh. But the spine, Brett did the same kind of design with the negative space. And this is actually, this one here is a veg tan that is hand dyed. So beautiful. And it's up on the website. That is all the new leather quills and some of my favorite leather quills that are actually up on the website right now. We are, like I said, in the process of moving our shop to completely ready to ship. If we're gonna do custom orders, we're thinking possibly only taking custom orders maybe once a month or twice a month. I don't know, we'll see. We haven't really figured out that part of it yet, but we definitely know that we want to do just more ready to ship stuff. So that's what we have. If you have any questions, let me know. You can shoot me an email, leave a comment below. I'd be happy to answer the questions you have. We have, we try to post new things every day on the site. If it's leather quills or if it's other artisan goods. If you haven't been to our website for a while, we have been expanding some of our local artisans too. So we have some woodworkers, a couple metalsmiths, we have a jewelry designer, we have, well, apparently I'm not a sign maker. Yeah, I use that term very loosely. So we have like a lot of things going on the site. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know which one your favorite was. I would also like to know what size you currently use, because that will help us gauge what we're releasing and when. Because if we know it's a size that's used by a lot of people, it may be something that we just make a lot more of and have a lot of different options in the shop in the ready to ship section. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you later.